Hello, my beautiful ladies from all over the world. I'm so excited that you're tuning in today. Today, I want to talk about asking for what you want. I think one superpower that I have uncovered the last maybe 2 years is asking for what I want. I I always thought that people need to know what I want, and I was mad that I didn't get what I want, and then I just shut down and I didn't ask for it, and I was just mad, and then I isolated myself more until I learned, okay, maybe I just need to ask. Like literally, just asking is the key to anything, and you will be amazed how many people are actually willing and happy to help if you ask. And one mistake that I made is that when I asked because I was so scared, sometimes it sounded a little bit rude or cold because I was trying to protect myself of being ridiculed or being rejected or being abandoned or being like, yeah, like hearing that, oh, you're asking for too much, etc. And one thing that I learned is that you like for some people what you ask is like way too much and they will be kind of mad, and for some people it's a little thing. It always depends on who the person is, and it's less about important about what you ask for. It's about what is your relation to the person, and what is your capacity and ability to give. So I did give a very simple example. You can ask your dad for different things or favors than a person that you met twice in your life. And this might be like clear to everybody else, but like that was not clear to me because I didn't grow up like knowing that I can ask for things. Like I was just not I didn't realize that you can do it because I always felt like when I asked for things, like either my needs were not getting met or I was like, oh, you're asking for too much, you always want so much, you always want these, you always want that, like because the people that asked did not have the capacity for it, and I felt rejected and I felt bad. But and I had people coming to me, oh, you ask for so much or whatever, but at the end I realized, okay, I'm asking for something that I want and it's important to me. And sometimes it feels like a lot because they don't have a lot to give at that moment in time. And that's nothing bad. Like, you need to know what is your capacity to give. And sometimes you have the capacity to give more, and sometimes you have the capacity to give less because of your own personal circumstances. And instead of taking it personal, like that they are not able to give it to me, I understood like what is the person's situation, like what situation are they in, and you will realize that it always has to do with their person's circumstances, and you're like, okay, actually it has nothing to do with me. So I understood that asking for what I want is the key to get what I want. And it is not that other people are not willing to give it to me, it's because I have so many beliefs around my needs and my needs getting met. And this is very close connected to your attachment style. And that's why I am just so mesmerized. I don't know if that's the right word, but like amazed by how much your attachment style has to do with how you show up in your business. Because if you cannot ask for things, that often is connected to your attachment style. So for example, I grew up having a fearful avoidant attachment style, which means I was scared to ask for what I want because in my past bad things have happened when I asked for what I wanted. So I learned rather not ask, but I still wanted it and then I was still mad. Whereas an avoidant person will not ask as much, but they also don't feel like they need it. And that is often connected to more personal things, whereas avoidance can be very good at asking for more materialistic things, so for business. And I have this theory that I will say that like a lot of successful entrepreneurs have some avoidant traits because they always are like, oh, I didn't want it to work for anybody. I just wanted to do my own thing, and kind of being sick of somebody else having control over you. And because they are more avoidant, just being able to put their head down and just do what they want. Yeah, that's my theory. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you guys think, but that's what I observed. I still have something here in my teeth. Okay, it's not going away. So, what were you saying? Yeah. So, how much asking for what you want is a superpower, and especially in business. So, we learned in university that the difference between effectuation and causation. And effectuation is you look at what you have at home in ingredients, and then you cook a great meal out of it. You start with what you have and you create something amazing. Whereas causation is you say, I want to make the best carbonara, then you go to the supermarket and buy what you need. And I realized that in the beginning, when you start a business, most people don't have a lot of funds. So, therefore, just going to the grocery store, going out in the world and buy what you want, buy what you need in order to create a recipe often is hard. So, we learned that starting from effectuation standpoint is oftentimes really good. So you look at what are the resources that I have right now. What are the resources like my network, my education, my skill sets, my past experiences. What are the things that I have, like finances? And then out of that, you go to the next step and create more. And one thing is also to be able to collect what you need. So you might know somebody, right, that could help you with XYZ, but you also have to go there and ask that person. You also have to go and schedule maybe a meeting and interview them so you get more insights for your business. So it is also your ability to collect all of these things and then organize them. So that's one thing I've learned in business is recognizing and spotting opportunities and resources and then being able to collect them. So that is a skill set of asking for what you need, asking for what you want, and then to organize it and bring it into order. And this is how value is being created. And oftentimes when we don't realize how the thing that we ask others for is providing also value to others. So a common thing is with asking for others that you feel guilty because you don't want to be like a burden. That is also how I felt like a lot. And I didn't recognize that oftentimes the things that I'm asking for is also providing pleasure to others. Because, for example, I was asking for doing free pilots. I'm still giving them a coaching session, which is still very good and very valuable. So I'm asking them for something, but they're receiving also quite a lot of value. And another time, I might just ask somebody, hey, can you explain me this or that? One thing, when they explain it to me, they have to think, which then increases their skill sets of explaining things and deepens their understanding. Second thing is, because they explain it to me and I show gratitude and I understand it, their confidence increases in their ability to help others, which then increases their confidence in their ability to show up in their business. Because they see themselves, oh, actually I'm a person who is able to create value for others and who is valuable to others. So always think about when you ask for something, how are you also creating value for the other person? And then you can communicate it, and sometimes you don't have to communicate it, you just need to know it for yourself. So it doesn't feel like you're just getting something, but you're also giving something. And feeling like you can help others feels good. Like we are social creatures, and if I know that I can help somebody with something, I'm happy. Like if I can connect you with somebody in my network and that helps you, that takes me like 5 minutes. That feels super good to me. Because the person that I connect you with is happy and you're happy. I'm happy too, guys. We're all happy now. So, yeah, that is the connection between asking for what you want. Ask for what you want. I tell you guys, asking for what you want is like the best thing, like the best skill set ever. And you will recognize that, for example, one thing, when I go to a shop and I didn't like what they were giving me or something, or I wanted a straw but I didn't get it, I used to not ask for it because I didn't want to make trouble, but now I just ask for it and I realize how much happy I am. And of course, you're helping them because they want to have satisfied customers. If you can help them satisfy you, they're happy because you like their business. And when I like their business, I'm a natural promoter. I will tell everybody. If I really like a business, I will tell everybody in my life. So don't assume that people don't want to help you and feel annoyed by what you ask. So, yeah. If you were interested in connecting more to your feminine energy and regulating your nervous system, then you can book a one-on-one session with me and reach out to me. My details are in the description box of this YouTube video, and I would love to work with you because these are one of the small things that when you work on it, you will allow yourself to be more in your feminine energy because you're not doing just everything by yourself. And that was just a key for me, and it was so hard for me to learn. But once I learned to ask more for help, wow, my life changed. And it definitely helps to be more in your feminine energy. Like, I would say that's a huge part. And it sounds so easy, yeah, just ask for help. But there's so many things underneath that you're like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to look at it. But when you look at it, it'll be so refreshing. So, yeah, I'd love to help you on that journey. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.